This is Poorani. This is my first video. In this, we will see the first lesson of physics of standard 9, chapter 7, motion. I will give the solutions for the sums given in the book. As we see, the chapter is motion, and here I have given the formula used in this chapter. First is speed is given as distance by time. Then we have velocity, which is displacement by time. Acceleration is given by change in velocity by time taken. Now this change in velocity is given by final velocity v minus initial velocity u. So these three formulae here are the equations of motion. As we see, the first one is v is equal to u plus at, s is equal to ut plus half at square, 2as is equal to v square minus u square. V is the final velocity, u is the initial velocity, a is the acceleration, t is the time taken. Here s is the displacement. Again u is initial velocity, t is the time taken, a is the acceleration. A is acceleration, s is the displacement, v is the final velocity and u is the initial velocity. So these three consist of the equations of motion. Now we will see the first question given in the book. So this is given in page number 74 and question 2. We will go through the question first. A farmer moves along the boundary of a square field of side 10 meters in 40 seconds. What will be the magnitude of displacement of the farmer at the end of 2 minutes 20 seconds from his initial position? So now the question says the farmer is moving along the boundary of the square field which has a side of 10 meter, meaning the perimeter of the square is 40 meters. He covers this 40 meters in 40 seconds. So we will go into the solution of this problem. So as we see here, this is the square field and we will name this square as A, B, C and D. So as we said previously, he covers 40 meters in 40 seconds. So now we have to calculate the speed. As we saw earlier, speed is equal to distance by time, which is 40 by 40, 1 meter per second. So this is the speed of the farmer. So he goes around the square field. So he goes around for the time of 2 minutes 20 seconds. When we convert this into seconds, we get 140 seconds. So the distance covered in this 140 seconds will be distance is equal to 140 into the speed, which is 1 meters per second. So we get it as 140 meters. So this 140 meters he has covered in the given time. So when we say 140 meters, this comes up to 140 by 40, which is 3.5. This means that the farmer goes around 3.5 times around the square feet. So when we say 3.5 times, it means from A, he goes to B, then C, D, back to A will be one round. So like this, he goes three times, then from A to B, then B to C. So final position is his final position is C. From A he goes to C. So we have to find the displacement of the farmer at the end. To find the displacement, what we have to do is we have to find the distance between A and C. So which is given by Pythagoras theorem. We have this to be root of AB square plus BC square. So this is root of 10 square plus 10 square. So this is root of 200. So we get it as 10 root 2 meters. So this is the displacement of the farmer at the end of 1 minute and 40 seconds. I'm sorry, this is the displacement of the farmer at the end of 2 minutes and 20 seconds, which is 140. The second question, which is in page number 75, example 7.1. The question says an object travels 6 meters in 4 seconds and then another 16 meters in 2 seconds. What is the average speed of the object? Now what we should know is the total distance and the total time taken. So we will find the total distance first. Total distance is equal to the first 16 meters plus the second 16 meters. So this will give us 32 meters. Next we should know the total time taken. So the total time is equal to 4 seconds plus 2 seconds. We get it as 6 seconds. Now what we have to find is the average speed of the object. So the average speed, as we saw in the initial thing, the speed is given as distance by time. So which is 32 by 6. This is coming to be 5.33 meters per second. So this is the average speed of the object in this sum. This is the third question, which is in page number 76, question number 5. During an experiment, a signal from the spaceship reached the ground station in 5 minutes. What was the distance of the spaceship from the ground station? Signal travels at the speed of light, that is 3 into 10 power 8 meters per second. Let us first write down the information given in the question. The first thing is the time taken by the signal to reach from the spaceship to the ground station. So we will write this down. Time taken by the signal. This is given to be 5 minutes. So this 5 minutes we will convert it into seconds. So 5 into 60 we get it as 300 seconds. So this is the time taken by the signal. So next what do we have? We have the speed of the signal. Speed of the signal. This is equal to the speed of light, which is 3 into 10 power 8 meters per second. So what is asked in the question? We have to find the distance of the spaceship from the ground station. So we have the formula to be distance is equal to speed into time. So this is 3 into 10 power 8 into 300. So what do we get? We get 9 into 10 power 10 meters. So this is the answer for the question. This is the fourth sum, which is in page number 76, example 7.2. The odometer of a car reads 2000 kilometers at the start of a trip and 2400 kilometers at the end of the trip. If the trip took 8 hours, calculate the average speed of the car in kilometer per hour and meter per second. This is the question. So now what are the informations we have? We have now what is an odometer? Odometer is the instrument which is going to give you the distance covered by the vehicle. So this we have seen in all our bikes, cars, etc. So now what is said? The odometer reads 2000 kilometer at the start. So starting of the trip, we have 2000 kilometer, and at the end, so ending, it reads 2400 kilometers. Now we have to find the distance. This is very simple. So we'll have to subtract 2400 and 2000. So the distance covered will come up to 400 kilometers. So this is the distance of the trip. And next what is given? We have the time taken for the trip, which is 8 hours. So what we have to calculate is the average speed. We have already seen the formula for this, which is distance by time. So what is the distance we have? We have 400 kilometers divided by the time, which is 8 hours. So the answer for this will be 50 kilometers per hour. So we have got this in kilometers per hour. We have to convert this to meters per second. So how do we convert it to meters per second? We have to take this 50 and we have kilometers. Kilometers to be converted into meters, we have to multiply it by 1000. So in the denominator, what do we have? We have hours. So this has to be converted into seconds. So we multiply by 3600. So when we do this, we get the answer as 13.88 meters per second. This can be approximated to 13.9 meters per second. So we have the answer in kilometer per hour and meters per second. This is the fifth question, which is in page number 76, example 7.3. Usha swims in a 90-meter long pool. She covers 180 meters in 1 minute by swimming from one end to the other end and back along the same straight path. Find the average speed and average velocity of Usha. We will write down the information given in the question. So, distance covered is equal to 180 meters. Time taken is equal to 1 minute, which is equal to 60 seconds. So what we have to find is, first is average speed. You know the formula for this, which is given by distance by time, which is 180 by 60, which comes up to 3 meters per second. Now the second thing which is asked is average velocity. So for velocity, we should know the displacement. Now what is the displacement? She starts from a point, goes to the other end of the pool and comes back again to the same end. So what do we have for displacement is 0. From her initial position, the displacement is 0 as she comes back to the same place. So now the average velocity, as we saw in the formula, is given as displacement by time. By time. So this we have it to be 0 by 60. So the average velocity is 0 meters per second. So this will be the end of this video. We have done 5 sums from the NCERT book of Standard 9 in this video. We will continue with the other sums in the next video. If you have any doubts, please feel free to WhatsApp me in the number given in the description box. Thank you.